This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks all around the world. Coming up in a moment, the news for August 18th, 2025. A couple of quick housekeeping notes. You know what's coming. The Gertie Cam. There she is. We are again about halfway through the sales of our 1,000 inflatable Gerties. They're nearly halfway done, and when they're done, they're done. We can't order more for this holiday season. They're going to arrive first week in December. She's $199.99. Get her now while you can, carouselproducts.com. Also, while you're there, be sure to pick up the I Counted Down to Extinction t-shirts. Some sizes are sold out. We are reordering. Smalls are gone, but they're being reordered. I Counted Down to Extinction for the countdown to the end of Dinosaur with our lovely tribute on the back to the load area. That's available right now. We do have another shirt coming very, very soon. I can't tell you about yet. Gotta wait and find out. It's something that's in the news today, actually. And then we still have our magnets. We have limited quantities of our Gertie, Carnotaur, and Sunny Eclipse magnets at carouselproducts.com. They're 3 for $20 or $8 each. We also in September are going to launch a Magnet of the Month club featuring all your favorite original theme park characters. So more details on that soon, but these are the first 3 in the collection. Get them now, and then September we're going to kick off those monthly magnets. Let's go to the regular cam, shall we? The normal camera, whatever we call it. I know last week we had the Vegas cam. There we go, now the normal cam. Speaking of September 1st, we have an event right here in our studio, right here at WDWNT Celebration called Detour WDWNT, because it's the weekend of Destination D. If that is the destination, we are the detour, but it's going to be a very worthwhile one as we are officially reopening our reimagined museum space up front. We have tons of props from the Great Movie Ride, Muppet Vision 3D, and so much more. I don't want to spoil all of it. I want there to be some big surprises. Even if you've seen the museum before, a lot of new stuff, a lot of new exhibits will be on display starting that day. Also, as part of that event, we have a live filming of this show, News Today, with WDW News Today, and last but not least, a first-of-its-kind offering in the evening where former Disney Imagineers will tell you how they begin the process of creating a brand new theme park, and then after they give us the lesson, we're going to break off into groups and try to make our own. This is something that no one's ever done before. I think it's going to be really fun and just a cool idea. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to play too, so you will not be alone. I want to be involved in this also. I'm excited about it. Tickets are available at events.wdwnt.com. There is a package for the whole day. There is individual tickets. Obviously, the package is discounted as opposed to the individual event tickets for the 3 offerings that day. And WIGS member discounts do apply. But let's get to the news, shall we? Events.wdwnt.com for those tickets. The Beak and Barrel Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge coming to the Magic Kingdom was supposed to open its reservations last Thursday. However, after a technical fiasco, a new date has been announced. Reservations will now open on Wednesday, August 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Originally, the reservations were supposed to open on August 14th. Some of us woke up very early in the morning on our birthday to book those reservations and didn't get them. It's because the dining system went down just before 6 a.m. and stayed down for several hours, and guests could not make any dining reservations. By 9:41 a.m., the system was restored, but Beak and Barrel reservations did not go online. It remained unbookable. Disney told guests, we're sorry, we're going to have to move it. And then, of course, now it has finally been moved to this coming Wednesday. So we now know when that's going to be available. The bar's opening date is Friday, August 29th. So these are not very advanced reservations. Of course, the lounge takes over the space formerly occupied by the Pirates League. The bar introduces 2 original characters, Remy, inspired by the attraction's original Barker bird, and Captain Meridian Mary Goldwyn, the bar's proprietor. Of course, we refuse to call this bird Remy. He's still Peg-Leg Pete to us. The first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party of the season took place on Friday, and our team was there to cover it all for you. We tried all of the Halloween treats available during regular operating hours at the Magic Kingdom, and as well, all of the treats and special offerings for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. You can watch those reviews right here on our channel. You can read them at WDWNT.com. We also found all of the exclusive merchandise for the party, including apparel, accessories, home goods, collectibles, pins, and Passholder-Exclusives. There's an article on our website that chronicles all of those. One of the fan favorite perks of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is all of the rare characters out and about. There is a full list of those characters and their locations you can peruse. And we also have videos on our channel of Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular Fireworks, the 10th anniversary of the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular Show, and Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade, with some new additions for this year. The Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Mayor Sipper is available exclusively to guests at the party for $13.29. It's much cheaper than I thought it was going to be. It features his most iconic feature, his rotating face. One side shows his peachy, smiling visage, while the other is a ghastly face of distress. The Mayor Sipper is only available at Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe during party hours, which are 7 p.m. to midnight, limit of 2 per transaction per guest. This year, guests can also purchase an exclusive The Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington popcorn bucket. That is $26.29, about the price I expected. The popcorn bucket is shaped like Jack perched on his gravestone. He holds a jack-o'-lantern, and on one side of the gravestone is Zero, his ghost dog. A menacing jack-o'-lantern sits at the base, and the jack-o'-lantern holds lights up as well. Guests can find the Jack Skellington popcorn bucket at popcorn carts across the Magic Kingdom during party hours. Amidst recurring heat advisories, Disney has added industrial fans to the queue of the Haunted Mansion at the Magic Kingdom. There are 2 industrial fans in the outdoor queue to help guests keep cool during the feel-like temperatures as high as 109 degrees Fahrenheit. Cast members stated there were concerns about airflow in the extended queue with construction walls up next door. The walls box in part of the queue that runs along the Rivers of America, which of course is being drained for the construction of the Cars area. Both fans point at the area with construction walls. They're behind stanchions, although that didn't stop guests from getting closer to the cool air. There's also construction in the Haunted Mansion queue close to the building's entrance, possibly related to the construction of the Cars area and new pathways that will lead up and around the Haunted Mansion, leading to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I saw a lot of discourse online about these fans, and this is one of those things where this is, they encountered a problem, they brought out the fans, and look, this construction project's not going to take forever. So is there a themed solution? I don't know. You got to do what you got to do in some cases. This is not a permanent problem. This is just because you have construction walls up against one side of the queue. It kind of is what it is. And so a lot of people saying, well, if you kept the river, it wouldn't be a problem. Well, yeah, if you kept the river, you wouldn't need construction walls for the demolition of the river. That's correct. But that's not the reality of the situation. So let's just be happy that people are being kept alive in the Haunted Mansion queue. Despite online rumors that the Liberty Belle Riverboat had been dismantled, bioreconstruct shared photos this weekend proving the vessel is still afloat. In late July, the Liberty Belle Riverboat and the Tom Sawyer Island rafts were moved to another area of the Magic Kingdom service canal across from the construction staging areas in progress west of Magic Kingdom. Recently, rumors had been spreading that the boat had already been demolished. Commenters on BioReconstruct's post even stated the vessel was demolished as late as yesterday. However, aerial photo evidence proves that the Liberty Belle Riverboat has actually been moved to a backstage marina in the Magic Kingdom Resort area. The riverboat remains intact and afloat at this time. The Liberty Belle Riverboat and Tom Sawyer Island closed permanently on July 7th to make way for that Cars area. The Rivers of America is almost completely drained at this point, and the water level has been slowly dropping since July. The Liberty Belle's track is now exposed as part of the river's floor. The majority of the remaining water is pooled nearest Tom Sawyer Island. Algae and underwater debris float in the remaining water and stick to the exposed track. There are sloping riverbeds around the island that used to be covered in water. Looking closely at the very bottom right of this photo, the Tom Sawyer Island rafts have been moved into a line where the riverboat was parked prior to the latest move, so the rafts still exist as well. Yeah, so we live in a dangerous age of social media where people just say things and it gets traction, and one of those things was someone just said, my sources told me that the riverboat has been destroyed, and then BioReconstruct got in a helicopter and was like, no, incorrect. I do appreciate that we live in an age where we could also fact check that almost immediately, but it's frustrating because for many years people used to claim that we made up stories at WDWNT, and now people seem willing to believe anything, and these people aren't subject to any repercussions of any kind. So don't make up stuff on the internet, kids. That's the moral of today's story. All but the central supports for the Adventureland entrance archway have been removed at the Magic Kingdom. The Adventureland entrance sign and props were removed early this month. The archway supports came down a few days later. Now missing are the tallest supports that were on the sides of the bridge. A horizontal element that ran the length of the bridge was removed with tall poles. Where the tall supports used to be are small construction walls up against the bridge. The remaining 4 vertical poles are connected by non-themed horizontal supports. These elements are within the themed casing that resembles wood. The Abu Walt Disney World 50th anniversary statue still stands on the pole in the back, as seen in this photo. Assuming this project is a full replacement or refurbishment of the archway, we would expect the remaining structure to be removed within the next few days. The other Adventureland sign in the back of the land was refurbished earlier this year, so it's just a rolling series of refurbishments of signage around the park. A limited time frozen glacier treat inspired by Disney Starlight is now available at the Magic Kingdom. It's called the Starlight Frozen Dream. The frozen treat can be found at the Main Street Confectionery, located across from the Emporium at the Magic Kingdom, for $8.99. We tried to review the slush last week, but the confectionery was out of all of the advertised toppings. The Starlight Frozen Dream Glacier comes with Fanta Pina Colada and Blue Raspberry Frozen Glacier with whipped cream, Castle gummies, and gold sprinkles. You can read the review at WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to WDWNT.travel and their team will design your next magical vacation, from the Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts to Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. And the best part is their concierge services are 100% free. So book today. Over 5 years after Mickey's gift station at Walt Disney World permanently closed, the shop signage has finally been removed at the Transportation and Ticket Center. Mickey's gift station was a last-stop gift shop at the TTC, perfect for guests still looking for merchandise before they left the Magic Kingdom. In December of 2019, it closed temporarily for construction at the TTC. It reopened within a few weeks, but wouldn't last much longer. Walt Disney World shut down for the COVID-19 pandemic in March of 2020. Mickey's gift station was one of a handful of shops and offerings throughout the resort that never came back. The windows were covered with sheets from the inside, but still had decorative decals visible on the outside. As of August 15th, the sign is now gone. Its 2 supports remain on the overhang in front of the abandoned shop. Although the sign is gone, the decals remain on the windows. A sad day. I love that little shop. And it's such a cute little sign. I miss it. Disney has shared a list of annual Passholder-Exclusive merchandise coming to the 2025 EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. Limited release Passholder items include a Food and Wine Festival annual Passholder adult t-shirt, an adult zip hoodie, a mug, a lug crossbody bag, a lug tote, a limited edition Remy pin, and a limited edition logo pin. Disney released a look at the pins, mug, and t-shirt via the Walt Disney World website and the Passholder Buzz in My Disney Experience. These items and more will be at the Creation Shop and festival markets throughout World Showcase. Passholders must present their valid annual pass ID and a government-issued photo ID. The EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival begins August 28th and runs through November 22nd, 2025. The former Muppets Courtyard area at Hollywood Studios is now cleared of rubble from the Stage 1 company store demolition as prep work for Monsters, Inc. land continues. New aerial photos shared on X by BioReconstruct show that much of the dirt work surrounding the former Muppets Courtyard has been flattened after the brick and concrete walkways were all torn up. The theater building of Muppet Vision is still mostly untouched. However, the most recent concept art for Monstropolis shows the theater building will remain standing and be reimagined to fit the new theme, so there will not be as much demolition taking place on this side of the street. The pictures show that any remaining rubble from the demolished Stage 1 company store has been cleared to make way for the new Monsters, Inc. area. Stage 1 company store never officially reopened following COVID-19 in 2020 and was only used for special events and limited time shopping opportunities after that. Walt Disney Imagineering filed a permit for its demolition in May and did not waste time. Moving back into the former cast member parking area, aerial photos show the continued preparation work for the Gravity Building or show building for the Monsters, Inc. door coaster attraction, as seen in a map from the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. We know where that will be. It will be Disney's first vertical lift coaster and first suspended. Utility work is now occurring around the giant square-shaped area in the center of the parking lot. Trenches are being dug around the outlined area for possible drainage or infrastructure. Concept art shows just how large a footprint the upcoming Monsters, Inc. door coaster will cover. A new treat is now available at Woody's Lunchbox for the Halloween season. It's the Sid Spiced Berry Lunchbox Tart. Announced via a post on the official Disney Eats Instagram account, this new tart is a spiced berry-filled pastry topped with black marshmallow fondant, red sprinkles, silver sprinkles, and a white chocolate skull. The treat was added to Woody's Lunchbox on August 16th. Of course, Woody's Lunchbox is located in Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios across from Alien Swirling Saucers. You can read our review at WDWNT.com. The interactive Disney Springs water wheel has returned or been replaced after about 2 months. The wheel is ostensibly connected to the larger springs in the center of Disney Springs. It debuted in 2016 when Downtown Disney became Disney Springs and the town center opened. It's located in the center of Town Center, near the Welcome Center. It's a lot of centers. Guests can turn the wheel, causing the larger mechanism to turn and bring water into the pond. The wheel is branded Disney Springs and Florida. It looks shiny and new, and especially compared to the rest of the mechanism. The wheel has been missing since at least June for unknown reasons. We assume it just needed work. Kids tug on that thing all day, so it needed some help. A new Walt Disney World racing jacket by Her Universe is now available at its namesake resort. The jacket is part of a larger racing-inspired collection by the brand. We spotted it on sale at Disney Style at Disney Springs, located next to Star Wars Galactic Outpost on the west side. It's $149.99. It's the price of an inflatable Santa Gertie, in fact. This jacket is styled to look like those worn by NASCAR drivers, covered in advertisements. In this case, those brands are the names of the Walt Disney World theme parks. The jacket is black with pink panels on the torso, shoulders, and sleeves, with checkerboard accents and gold piping. The logos for each theme park are on the chest, and they're on each side of the zipper. The Walt Disney World wordmark is embroidered on each shoulder panel. And the Walt Disney World wordmark is also framed on the torso between 2 checkerboard sections. A Mickey icon bug tag is sewn to the waist hem, and both sleeves have embroidery as well. The left sleeve has an embroidered Florida patch with a 4-pointed star marking Orlando, where Walt Disney World is located, at least some of it. The right sleeve has 1971 embroidered in a stacked collegiate font. The back of the jacket has a massive embroidered patch of Cinderella Castle, but with its former blue and white colorway. Jacket, again, is part of that larger racing-themed collection from Her Universe, which is scheduled to release online at the Disney Store on Monday, August 18th. That's today. If it is available, here's a QR code. Just want to say real quick, where's the men's version? I would like this. This is a cool jacket. Please give me a men's version. I would wear it for the 3 weeks of the year it's cold in Orlando, or when I go somewhere that's cold. It might be the beginning of the Halloween season at Walt Disney World, but a new Christmas ornament has arrived. We found the Remy's Ratatouille Adventure ornament at Disney's Days of Christmas shop at Disney Springs. It's $24.99. The ornament looks identical to the ride's actual marquee. The dark blue oval is lined with white lights, as it were. They don't light up in this case. It has crossed cooking spoons on the bottom and intricate gold framing placed on top. However, the lights on the ornament, again, purely for aesthetics in this case. Refurbishment work on Disney's Yacht Club and Disney's Beach Club resorts has been extended through 2027. Disney previously announced exterior maintenance on the resorts was planned through October of 2025. The Walt Disney World website now states construction at the Yacht Club will last until late 2026 and the Beach Club through 2027. At Yacht Club, the porte-cochere will be closed through October of 2025. At Disney's Beach Club Resort, they are still doing that routine exterior maintenance through 2027, with the porte-cochere there being closed through September of 2025. Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter has announced a lobby refurbishment set to take place this fall. According to the Walt Disney World website, the renovation will take place from August 26th through the end of September 2025. The lobby will remain open during construction, but guests may see or hear maintenance in the area during daytime hours. This refurbishment announcement comes after Disney announced that the Magnolia Bend room refurbishments would be extended at Port Orleans Riverside through February of 2026. The refurbishment of over 1,000 rooms at French Quarter was completed earlier this year. Disney Vacation Club has released their schedule for the return of Welcome Home Weeks with special snacks, discounts, experiences, and more. Beginning August 14th and running through September 16th of 2025, Disney Vacation Club is celebrating members with its second Welcome Home Weeks event ever. Owners are treated to a series of events that include free ice cream novelties at theme parks and Disney Springs, morning coffee for guests at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Bay Lake Tower, and others, wine mixers, dining discounts, and more. To help track the schedule of offerings, DVC has published daily guides in PDF format for each of the timeshare destinations. There are separate guides available for Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Alani, Disney Vacation Club Villas, Disney Hilton Head Island Resort, and Disney's Vero Beach Resort. The complete list of offerings is available on our website. Recreate the Haunted Mansion at home with a new figure set available from DisneyStore.com for $34.99. The set may not include 999 Happy Haunts, but it does have 8 of the mansion's famous characters, from Constance Hatchaway, the bride, Ezra, Gus, and Phineas, the hitchhiking ghosts, the mummy, the caretaker and his dog, the Hatbox Ghost, and Madame Leota. Note that the bride is Constance Hatchaway from the Magic Kingdom. A new bride, of course, debuted at Disneyland earlier this year. Each figure is on a flat base or a base with legs in Leota's case so they can easily stand. The Hatbox Ghost and the Hitchhiking Ghost are shades of ghostly green. The figures are 2.5 inches tall. The Mummy is 4.5 inches tall, and the Hatbox Ghost as well. They are recommended for guest ages 3 and up. The figures come in a double-tiered display box with Haunted Mansion backdrops. Tokyo Disney Resort has introduced a new to-go lunch pack option to several quick-service restaurants and kiosks for 1,400 yen. One order includes 3 bags of mild hamburger steak curry and medium spicy beef curry. These takeout food items are inspired by the Hungry Bear curry from Hungry Bear Restaurant in Tokyo Disneyland and the beef curry from Casbah Food Court in Tokyo Disney Sea, 2 of my absolute favorite dishes, of course. The packaging features Chip and Dale. The lunch pack is available at Eastside Cafe, Sweetheart Cafe, Hungry Bear Restaurant, Plasma Ray's, Mama Biscotti's, the Popcorn Wagon by Soren, Dockside Diner, and the Popcorn Wagon in front of Lido Isle. To explain these real quick, they're sandwiches. They're curry sandwiches. They're called lunch pack. I don't know if I think these were in the vlogs at some point, my Tokyo vlogs. This company makes all sorts of sandwiches. There's some good ones and some bad ones. My favorite is the peanut butter. There's essentially a peanut butter fluff sandwich that looks like an Uncrustable, and they're absolutely delicious. So I cannot wait to try 2 of my favorite counter service entrees from Tokyo Disney in Uncrustable sandwich form. I must try these. For the absolute latest on these stories and all that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to our WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.